Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Melissa. Today we're going to talk about stress and how it affects our fertility negatively. So we're all in this world together. We're all coming into stressors every single day, whether it's emotional stress, physical stress, or chemical stress. We're coming into contact with stressors all day, every day. But it's how our body adapts to those stressors that really matters. So when we're coming into say an emotional stressor, say you're going through some major changes at work, or maybe you got fired, or maybe you're starting a new job, or maybe you're dealing with infertility. These are all major stressors to us, and what happens is our body's reading that stress and it doesn't know the difference between chemical stress, physical stress, or emotional stress. Everything registers pretty much the same. So emotional stress is definitely a huge trigger. Even if someone doesn't think that, say, getting in a car accident is just as detrimental to your body as someone losing a family member through death. Those things are equally detrimental to your body because we register the physical and the emotional stress the same. And when we are in the middle of that stressor, our adrenal glands, which are our stress glands, they sit on top of our kidneys, they release different types of hormones. And cortisol is one of those hormones. We have other type of corticosteroid hormones that are released. We know that our adrenaline or our epinephrine or epinephrine. There's other types of hormones that are released, but we'll talk about cortisol today. So when that is released, we have a rush of cortisol, and what happens is when we have too much cortisol is it can actually disrupt our thyroid hormone conversion. So our inactive thyroid hormone, our T4, which gets converted into our active hormone, T3, can be disrupted by this process. But also what can happen is it can disrupt the whole HPA axis. What's the HPA axis? Our hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal axis. A hypothalamus and our pituitary are glands inside of our brain. So the hypothalamus is kind of like the regulator. It's just taking in everything. It's like our thermostat also. It's gathering information, and then it communicates to the pituitary. And our pituitary is what releases hormones and tells our body what to do. So it releases hormones to our ovaries if you're a female, our LH and our FSH. I know that you guys have heard about those. It releases hormones to the thyroid, or TSH. It releases hormones to the adrenals. It tells our body what to do. So our body's in constant communication, and this is all part of the endocrine system. And when we have one part that's working too much or underworking, then we're going to have the other areas that are going to be disrupted also. So when we have too much stress, our adrenals are going to be affected. It can affect the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland in our brain also. And what can happen is they're sensing that too much cortisol, and it's going to decrease those hormones called your LH and your FSH. So our FSH is follicle stimulating hormone, and our LH is our luteinizing hormone. And those hormones talk to the ovary and tell the ovaries what to do. So that is something that's very significant. That is why decreasing your stress can probably be one of the big factors that can help you overcome infertility. And I know that that seems like, oh yeah, that's a lot easier said than done, doc, but there are so many different things, and everyone needs a little bit different technique when it comes to trying to overcome your stressors or allow your body to adapt to your stressors differently. And that's something that I work with my ladies one-on-one. I get to know them, and I know their personalities, and I know different techniques that we can utilize to maybe decrease the effects of stress on them, or different things they can do throughout the day. Or there's even things called adaptogens, which are different types of compounds or herbs that it can really help your body adapt to stress so it's not as detrimental to you. So adaptogens are great things like ashwagandha and Rehmannia and even maca. These are all adaptogens which can really help our body adapt to our stressors and negate some of those negative effects that could be happening in effect to that. So let's just review. Let's decrease your stress. That's really the take-home message here is we have to decrease your stress to allow these other actions to occur in proper formation. So really just to make sure that your endocrine system is functioning properly, you could take all the medications, all the supplements, eat a super healthy diet, but if you are coming into stress nonstop every day, those things are not going to fix your problem. So you have to get to the bottom of it and you have to decrease your stress load to allow the other things to work properly. So again, take home message, let's decrease your stress. If you found this informative at all, please like it. Please comment if you have any questions. Maybe you have questions on some of the adaptogens I talked about. I also have a free one-day nutrition guide that can help boost your fertility ASAP, and you can grab the link below. And I hope to hear from you in the future. Again, please comment if you have any questions, or you can always send me an email. Thanks.